Hello and welcome to Lesson 6. This week we are continuing on with our unit where we are thinking about the other and writing our profile. So this week your primary task is going to be to start writing that profile. You will need to have your rough draft completed by Monday. Not Monday of this week, but Monday of Lesson 7 so that you can submit it to your writer's workshop group in an effective time. Many of you probably have questions about what it is exactly that this profile should look like or what you need to be doing. Hopefully you read this project guideline found last week in week 5 and read about what it is exactly you're doing. Again, it tells you here when that initial draft is due by week 7, so you shouldn't be surprised. The prompt is asking you to gather material from your interview, which you should have done last week, and write a profile focusing on one aspect of that person. Not the whole person, just one small aspect. This aspect you focus on will become your thesis statement, basically, your main point that you want to emphasize, and you're going to use this week to find multiple perspectives that help solidify that point about that person and about the other that you are choosing to focus on. I will be looking to see if your essay has a clear focus or thesis, that you've chosen a unique aspect to focus on. I will make sure it is organized, that you use transitions and paragraphs, and you support and illustrate your thesis well. I'm going to look to see that you use vivid descriptions, anecdotes, stories, even dialogue that you could use to bring this person to life for me, to help me know and understand who you are profiling, and really help me picture who that is. And finally, I'm going to look at if they are presented accurately and respectfully. This is something that you spent time talking to. I think that it would only be fair if they were presented in a fair way that they also agree with. You must have an introduction and a conclusion that draws me in, and you must edit it carefully. I know that sounds like a lot, but it really is only a 750-word essay. It should be typed and double-spaced. At this point, you could probably use MLA format as we focus on APA format next week, but I won't be picky about format as far as that goes. Mostly, I just want to see it fit those main categories. You can see that this is how they fit into the rubric. So go back to look at those project guidelines if that was way fast for you. But primary task is to continue writing that. You're going to be filling in a triangulation diagram that you will download from the from the Teach One Another folder down here. But basically this should be resubmitted. You might have to print it out and fill it in. You could maybe print it out and change it to a Word document or export the PDF, but it is in PDF form. So what this is asking is, who did you interview? What other perspectives did you look at to help you find your main point of the essay? There is a whole presentation on what this triangulation concept really is, and I expect you to watch that and understand it before you do this portion of the assignment. Once you have this completed, you can scan it and submit it again. You can take a picture and attach that. You can save it and bring it out to the uploading, but hopefully you get this back and submit it to me. Please let me know if you have questions about that. Of course, you also have your class discussion and your self-assessment at the end of the week. Continue to do a good job with that. That would be great. But mostly, I really want you to know that your rough draft should be completed by Monday of next week. So that would make it, let's pull up a calendar here, June 10th, I believe. So please make sure you get that done in a timely manner. And then my final thing I want to talk about is this, the midterm conference sign-up. It is midterms. We've made it by next week, right? And so instead of having you come as a group to my office hours or to designated times, I've come up with 3 different options that you can pursue. Option 1, to come to my virtual office hour. You could either do it this week or next week, and that would work just fine. It's between 7 and 8 Mountain Central Time on Wednesdays, so you can come converse. We'll talk about your grades, how you're doing, what you want to, what you're struggling with. We'll do this over chat, microphone, a webcam even, if that works for you, and we can do it there. If you can't make it during that time, option number 2 would work well. You can email a request for a personal interview, and we can arrange a time that works for both of us. If you do not want to go to the virtual office hour or set up a time, you can also do option 3, which is to send me an email with the midterm conference in the subject line, and then answering these 5 questions or more, and showing me how you think you're doing so far, and I will answer back with a reply either via email or a screencast to you, and we can do the midterm conference there at your own convenience. This needs to be done by the end of lesson 7, so you have a couple weeks to get this in and finished. That's something you need to be working on and considering. So that's the final thing. Good luck this week, and please don't hesitate to come talk to me during either like I said, my office hours or during via email. I'm always available that way to answer your questions, especially as you are embarking on your writing process, your drafting process. So good luck this week, and goodbye.